Giddy up, guys. Thanks so much for tuning into WagerWise Network. I'm Cowboy back with another First and Goal. Today, we're heading to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, where the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders are hosting the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Currently, the line is at 6. I'd say it's consensus 6 at this point. -6 for Jacksonville State. Over-under at 54.5. This did open up at 53.5. Looks like opening line, by my judgment here, consensus opening line was 6.5. You're seeing some steam come in here on Middle Tennessee State. And we got a lot to say. Some Conference USA football action. October 29th, 4:30 p.m., ESPN2, Wednesday. Let's get into it. But before we pack our bags and head on out to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a word from our sponsors. What is Overtime? Guys, I'm signed up on it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's a crypto sports book with no KYC or limits for players. It's accessible anywhere in the world and offers everything from a traditional bookie would have. Live betting, same game parlays, player props, thousands of lines for over 20 sports, plus way more. Now, the biggest difference here is, guys, and this is where you need to pay attention, you can never get banned, blacklisted, or even refused a payout on Overtime. Why? It's all on the chain. You can bet with cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin, stable coins. Signing up takes just a few clicks. Guys, I figured it out. I am by no means a crypto bro, nothing to that level. You can use your email, socials, crypto wallet. You can even fund your account with major exchanges like Coinbase or Robinhood. So how do you do it? You click the link in the description and check this out. You bet $10. If you use that link, they'll send you a free $20 bet. I'm taking all my crypto action here, guys, now. I got all my boys using it. So hit the link, sign up, get your free $20 bet. You got nothing to lose. Click the link now. No better time to get into the present, guys. Let's start with Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, 3-0 in Conference USA, 4-3 overall. How are they? Well, you know what? They haven't really played I shouldn't say that. They've played a couple bad football games so far this season, but team's been pretty consistent. You know, started out week 0 against Central Florida and lost 17-10. We're in control of that game for the most part. Weird lightning break, et cetera, happens, and they end up losing that game outright. Took UCF a little bit to get those wheels turning. Took our buddies here at the Jacksonville State a little bit to get the wheels turning as well. Both teams immense turnover, and lo and behold, they covered, but they didn't win the game. Come back home, beat Liberty pretty handily, 34-24. Georgia Southern lose that game at Georgia Southern. Win versus Murray State. Loss at Southern Miss. Bad loss at Southern Miss. Southern Miss humbled them, and then started a little more conference action here with Sam Houston, where they gutted out a win. Probably should have lost that game. Sam Houston was up with 50 seconds left, and they found a way to get in field goal range and win that game 29-27, and then a blowout win over Delaware. Absolutely humiliating Delaware at home, 38-25. Never even felt that close. 4-3 on the season, 3-0 right now, and here they are heading down to Middle Tennessee State, where they're laying consensus 6 at this point. Consensus 6, 5.5, 6. Just depends where you shop. Flip it over Middle Tennessee State. This team 1-6, 0-3 in Conference USA football so far this season. Mr. Vattiato at quarterback, senior year, been a holdover for this team for 4 years now. His 4th year in Middle Tennessee State. Good for him, man. Stuck it through. Not playing bad football in his own right. His 5th year at Middle Tennessee State. Sorry, he got injured in 2022. I forgot. 4th year starting, essentially. 1,673 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's fine. Watched him play last week. Watched him play the week before. Watched him play the week before that. I've watched a lot of Conference USA football, and I think he's serviceable. This team likes to go vertical. This team likes to pass. Some of that's by virtue of them being behind by margin, but even in tight games like Nevada, where they end up winning outright, he still threw the ball 44 times. This team's got no problem slinging the football, and Vattiato's good enough where he's not necessarily going to lose you the game, I would say, and he's almost good enough to win you the game, if that makes some sense in the whole world we're going in. He's not on pace to have as good a season as he has in the past. He's actually playing down a little bit, but I feel like the level of competition he's faced is a little bit better so far this season. Should be moving forward. He should see a little better, going forward. Middle Tennessee State, as I said, 1-6, 0-3 in Conference USA. Lost outright to Austin Peay. That's bad. That's a FCS team. Got blown out by Wisconsin. Found a decent win at Nevada. I mean, Nevada's not a good program in their own right, but a win on the road against a Mountain West team, probably a good thing. Lost to Marshall by margin. And then they start playing in conference, and they've actually played okay in conference. Lost 24-16 at Kennesaw State. They did hold Kennesaw State at 3 points in the last three quarters, lost to Missouri State by 2, and then lost to Delaware by 3. You want to call it 10, go ahead, call it 10. I know Delaware State did some dumb stuff at the end of the game for them to get an opportunity to cover that spread, but hey, we take the covers where we can find them. Point being is they're covering spreads left and right here. Actually, I think they were 4.5-point dogs against Kennesaw State, so they didn't cover that game. But needless to say, this team's rushing defense has been something special as of late. You look back at the last, 4, 8, and 11 quarters of football they've played, they've held teams to 2.3 yards per carry. That's pretty good. And it's not necessarily that teams are throwing all over them. I mean, yeah, Missouri State's more of a passing team. Delaware's more of a passing team. And yeah, they got to 31 and 22 points and they got some yardage through the air, but it wasn't from their lack of trying to run the football. They were trying to run a football against Middle Tennessee State team and they couldn't get it done. So they kept going vertical, kept throwing. I mean, I know, like I said, Missouri State and Delaware both throw. Kennesaw State's more of a 50-50 team. But point being is the rush defense has stepped up, and it's not from lack of attempts. It's not like there's 10 carries for 22 yards or something like that. No, these teams are going 30 carries on them, and they're still stuffing these defenses. So how does this game break down? Well, market obviously at this point likes Middle Tennessee State. When it opened up, it got gobbled all the way up. It's down to 5.5 on the sharp books, 6 on the rec books, and you're seeing people buy this Middle Tennessee State. Now, if it was a 7, I'd say go bet this right now. I think Middle Tennessee State's good enough, as they've proven in conference, to cover small spreads, to be competitive outright. I mean, they're teetering on a win here, guys. I know Missouri State, they almost won that game. Kennesaw State, they had a chance to get a touchdown and put it in the overtime, didn't succeed. At some point, they're going to find a way to win a football game. Is it this week against Jacksonville State? Now hold your horses. I don't know if they're going to beat Jacksonville State, but I will say this. Jacksonville State's strength is running the football. They don't even have 1,000 yards passing so far this season combined between their two quarterbacks. They do have some questions at quarterback if Creel's going to play. Latest tweet that we saw, he was practicing 6 days ago, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing. He's probably the better quarterback for him anyways. Wimsit's not necessarily the running quarterback that's desired for a Jacksonville State offense. But, there's still this question there. Creel might not be 100%, but he's going to be good enough to go in this game. So ultimately, the way I think it breaks down, I think you see Jacksonville State try to establish the run. I don't think it's going to be as easy as they think it's going to be. I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle to get that run game going and have to go more to the air. If you have to go to the air, it's probably not going to work out too well against, it's probably not going to work out too well because Jacksonville State doesn't really have a ton of great routes. Their receiving core isn't that strong. Remember, this is a team that brought in 74 new players. I know this is their 8th game, so that kind of excuse is maybe thrown out the window. But when you're playing one style of offense for 7 games and you're forced to play a completely different style of offense in the 8th game because the team you're going against actually has a quality run defense, it kind of changes things. You prepared for it. I'm sure the coaches said, hey, let's play our game. We'll go out there. We'll be fine. But everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Middle Tennessee State going to be the team to punch them in the mouth. Maybe. I think Middle Tennessee State, like I said, the rushing defense is strong enough. Their passing game is strong enough. Jacksonville State, is susceptible to pass at times. I've seen a couple guys get loose on them. I've seen them get past the secondary here. A team like Georgia Southern, they like to throw the football. They're able to put up 41. Southern Miss likes to throw the football. They put up 42. Even Sam Houston, who's a rushing team by virtue, they had some passing success on them. Hunter Watson had 136 yards. It's not like Hunter Watson's out there like Johnny Unitas or anything. Guy's pretty pedestrian at throwing the football, but he still found a way to throw for 136 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. This team is susceptible to pass. Vattiato's probably the best quarterback they've faced in some time. I mean, I guess you could say that the kid for Delaware was Minucci's pretty good, but Minucci's an okay passer, but he's more of a runner in his own right. He did throw for 422 yards against this team, though. I mean, they were able to move the football. They just turned the ball over 1,000,000 times. So this team being susceptible to pass doesn't work out for them, especially when Middle Tennessee State's stubborn and throws the football 40-plus times a game. So we got way too much time in the book on this one already, guys. 8 minutes in the book on some Conference USA action. I'm going to go ahead and take the dog here. I think Middle Tennessee State's alive. I think Middle Tennessee State's got an opportunity to get their first conference win this season. I think Jacksonville State is susceptible to the pass, and I think that their rushing attack, albeit super strong and super effective, is going to go against a team that's got a quality enough rushing defense. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me Middle Tennessee State +6. You can get it currently on 1-2-3. You can get it pretty much on almost every book. Or you can go to Novig if you guys want to get it at 6.5 and pay the juice. Up to you. Overtime, they got it at 6 as well. So that's where I'll be taking my action. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and I'll catch you guys at the window.